Welcome to Stuff Hitting the Fan Leadership Principles you can apply now in the current circumstances. I'm Jeffrey Wolf. This tip's about financial strategy. If the economy is shut down through the end of April, which you already know it is, coming out of Washington, and some major sectors, some major geographic areas are going to be shut down through the end of May, which we know is going to happen because some of the leaders in those areas have been talking about that, and possibly even through the end of June, because that's been implied. Take, for example, Los Angeles. Mayor of Los Angeles, end of March, said minimum 2 months stay-at-home order. The entire state of California is under a stay-at-home order that is open-ended. The way that the executive order was written, there was no commitment to an end date. It was stay at home until there's a counter order. So that could run end of April, could run end of June, as some of the high-level politicians have been talking about in that state. So consider that. What's going to happen? How does that affect your revenue? What do you need to do financially to weather that storm? Did you need to close down, go do something else and start over? Do you need to really take a deep cut in who's on payroll? Do you need to look at leases that you need to find special consideration to get out of because you're just not going to be using that space and can't afford that financial drain for a year, which is very likely a year to take that hit? Think about this. How fast is revenue going to come back up to pre-shutdown levels on the backside of this? That's an unknown, also very risky. You think it's really going to be a spike? Now, some industries, some companies, they'll spike. If you're going to spike, how are you going to make that happen? It can't happen. How are you going to create that? What is going to happen in the rest of your industry, the rest of your competitors? What are they doing? What does that look like? Or is it more, is it going to be more of a flat line up like we saw? We saw very, very slow recovery after 2009 global financial crisis. Could we see that type of recovery again? Don't know, but you need to have some sense of what you're going to do, what options you have for those types of scenarios. What if there is very little recovery? What if it is a flat, desolate economic wasteland? Goldman Sachs is saying 34% contraction in the economy, in the national economy in second quarter. We just started second quarter. What do you do if that turns out to be true? So you need to, again, you're not going to be able to plan for certainty. You're not going to have any guarantees of outcomes. However, you will be in a far better position and far more likely to weather the storm if you have thought out and written out what your options are that you can pursue in order to make it through the other side and thrive. Thank you for joining us for this tip. I'm glad you're part of the conversation. If you like what you see, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also stop by at adventureceo.tv for more information on our Leadership Insights series.